She doesn't see very well, but she feels everything, every vibration in the ground, every trace of warmth from a living body nearby. She has been still in this exact spot for hours, motionless as a rock, patient in a way that very few animals can manage. But that patience is not weakness, it is strategy. The rattlesnake learned, over millions of years of evolution, that the predator who moves too much is the predator who dies first. So she waits, she watches, she feels. And today, what she is feeling is something she has never felt before. If you enjoy battles like this one, go ahead and drop a like right now. It helps the channel grow and brings more videos like this straight to you. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button. You are not going to want to miss what happens next. To understand what is about to happen, you need to understand who this creature really is. The rattlesnake is one of the most sophisticated predators evolution has ever produced. She has no external ears, but she detects ground vibrations with surgical precision. Her long-distance vision is limited, but she has heat-sensing pits located between her eyes and nostrils, capable of detecting temperature differences of less than 0.2 of a degree Celsius. That means she can essentially see the body heat of everything around her, even in complete darkness. Her venom is a biological masterpiece, hemotoxic. It destroys the walls of blood vessels from the inside. It prevents clotting. It causes internal hemorrhaging. In a small prey animal, the effect is nearly immediate. In an adult human, without treatment, it can be fatal within hours. And the strike? The strike is what impresses scientists most. In less than 1/10 of a second, she opens her mouth, drives her fangs forward, injects the venom, and pulls back. All of that before most cameras can even capture the full motion. She rarely misses, and she rarely needs a second chance. Under normal circumstances, no animal her size would dare challenge her. But today's circumstances are not at all. On the other side of this environment, something is forming, not a larger predator, not a bigger animal, not anything the rattlesnake has ever faced before. It is spiders, 1,000 of them. And before you think spiders are fragile, let me show you what they really are. Spiders have been predators for over 350 million years. That is longer than dinosaurs ever existed. They survived mass extinctions, radical climate shifts, every kind of pressure nature has thrown at them, and they survived because they are incredibly efficient. Each spider has fangs that inject paralyzing venom, 8 eyes that cover nearly 360 degrees around the body, tiny hairs that detect the faintest movement in the air. Individually, one spider against a rattlesnake would be a fast and brutal confrontation. The rattlesnake would win without much effort, but individually, they are not going to act. There is something in arachnids that science still studies with fascination, a collective response that appears coordinated, even without verbal communication, without a leader, without any visible hierarchy. When one spider advances, the others read the signal. When one pulls back, the others adjust their position. It is as if 1,000 individuals are thinking with a single brain, and that collective brain has just identified a target. The rattlesnake senses the shift in the environment before anything is visible. Her tongue flicks out rapidly, once, twice, 3 times. Each flick captures molecules from the air and carries them to the Jacobson's organ on the roof of her mouth. That is where scent becomes information, and the information coming in right now is deeply unsettling. It is not one scent, it is hundreds of identical scents, coming from different directions, all at once. The rattlesnake slowly raises her head. The rattle begins to vibrate, not as an attack, not yet. It is a warning, a clear message to any creature with a survival instinct. Do not come closer. But the spiders, do not have that instinct to back away. They keep advancing, slowly, methodically, without rushing, as if they have all the time in the world, and maybe they do. If you are enjoying this confrontation, drop a like on the video. It makes a huge difference for the channel. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Things are about to change. The spiders spread across the space in a way that does not look random at all. Some position themselves in front, others flank from the sides. A group moves into place behind. There is no general giving orders, no visible signal of command, but the result is a perfect encircling formation. The rattlesnake rotates her body, observes, calculates. She is intelligent the way reptiles are intelligent, through pure instinct, refined by millions of years of survival. And her instinct is telling her one very clear thing right now. This is different. This is dangerous. The rattle grows louder. The spiders pause for a moment, as if weighing the warning, and then they keep moving forward. The distance between the rattlesnake and the spiders keeps shrinking. 10 meters, 8 meters, 5 meters. The rattlesnake coils completely. Attack position, head raised, scanning every direction at once. The rattle does not stop. 3 meters, 2 meters. The first spiders are now within striking range. And this is where the tension reaches a point you can almost feel through the screen. Because the rattlesnake has a choice. She could try to escape, but the spiders cover every side. She could stay perfectly still and wait, but the spiders are not going to stop. Or she could strike and spend the energy and venom that may be her only real advantage. She chooses to strike. The first strike is perfect. In a fraction of a second, her head launches forward, her fangs sink in, the venom is delivered. One spider drops motionless. The rattlesnake pulls back into her defensive position. For a moment, nothing moves, and then 200 spiders advance at the same time. The rattlesnake strikes again and again. Each strike is precise. Each strike kills or paralyzes, but each strike also costs something. Venom is not unlimited. It takes time for the body to replenish it. Every muscular contraction burns energy that does not come back quickly. And the spiders do not seem to care about the losses. For every one that falls, 3 take its place. It is a brutal kind of mathematics, and the rattlesnake is starting to realize it. The first spiders reach the rattlesnake's body. Small, fast, impossible to defend against individually. The rattlesnake reacts with her entire body, trying to shake off the ones climbing across her scales. Scales are excellent protection against many things, but not against small fangs searching for the thinner regions, the junctions between scales, the areas around the eyes, the softer underside of the body. The venom from one spider would barely affect the rattlesnake at all, but the venom from 100 spiders, 200, 500, it starts to accumulate. This is where the biology of the situation becomes fascinating in an almost unsettling way. The rattlesnake is being subjected to a kind of pressure that no individual predator was ever designed to face. Not a bigger predator, not a stronger venom, just numbers, persistence, a force that does not tire, does not retreat, and does not negotiate. The rattlesnake's movements begin to change, less precise, more broad, more desperate. The rattle still sounds, but now it feels less like a warning and more like a sign of effort. There is a concept in biology called stress overload. It happens when an organism faces so many simultaneous threats that the nervous system begins to fail at prioritizing them. The brain cannot decide where to send the next defensive signal, and that is exactly what is happening right now. The rattlesnake is caught between instincts that are pulling in different directions: flee, strike, coil, shake, bite, all at once, and none of them completely. The spiders, on the other hand, have no such problem. They do not think, they react. And their reaction is always the same: move forward. The confrontation enters its most intense phase. The rattlesnake is still fighting, still striking, still resisting, but the rhythm has shifted. The strikes come slower, the pullbacks get shorter, the body begins to move with less coordination, and the spiders keep going without stopping, without hesitating, without mercy, because nature has no mercy. Nature only asks one question: who survives? In nature, the strongest does not always win. The most venomous does not always win. The fastest, the most intelligent, or the most feared does not always win. Sometimes, the only advantage that matters is this one: do not stop, never stop. 1,000 small voices that together form a sound no lone predator can silence. The rattlesnake was built to dominate, and in almost any other situation, she would. But today, numbers spoke louder. And that reminds us of something important about the natural world. No predator exists in isolation. No living creature is an island. Survival has always depended on something beyond individual strength. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you. Genuinely. That tells me you are exactly the kind of person who makes this channel worth building. Leave a like, subscribe, and share this with someone who loves nature as much as you do. The next battle is already being put together.